Today's reading is from the Gospel of Luke, chapter 1, verses 39 to 56. This is the story of the visitation of Mary to Elizabeth, an event we celebrate on the 31st of May, but we get to read this lovely story today as well. It's a rare biblical story concerning only women, typical of Luke to tell it this way, with women at centre stage, the young one and the elderly one, representing the stages of women's lives. Cousins of some sort, close and caring, trusting, respecting each other, supporting each other in their mutual experience of unexpected pregnancy, in being the subject as well of rumour and gossip, none of it pleasant, no doubt. One too young, one too old to have a baby, one assumed to be adulterous, the other, because childless for so long, assumed to be cursed by God. As they meet, each in their innocence, it's a study in surviving misrepresentation, misjudgment, misunderstanding. Mary stayed 3 months, probably until John was born, and perhaps to help with the birth. And I imagine that time with Elizabeth really helped to sustain her through the rest of her own pregnancy and all that followed. I've before used poems by the contemporary poet Nicholas Lely in these thoughts because I enjoy the way she challenges our conventional ideas about Mary. So here is one entitled Visitation, which expresses Mary's thoughts, what they might have been as she decided to go and visit Elizabeth. My flesh suddenly felt old, a gnawing ache in my strong bones that had never felt pain before. I could not bear to be with other teenagers, the usual crowd of village girls. I craved the solidity of an older woman's body, one who was no stranger to change or sorrow. I needed to look into old eyes, hear my stuttering strange news absorbed by one whose age nothing could shock. I wanted to feel her wrinkled, arthritic hands on mine, grasping my shaky fingers for dear life. I wanted her to touch me right here on my girl's slim belly that would soon begin to expand. Wanted her to feel the change already in motion. I needed to know that if her old sagging flesh could stretch to meet the challenge of this, if she could take it with equanimity, look birth and death in the eye and not turn away, then, young as I was, so could I.